This is chicken tarragon, and it's a pretty simple recipe. I've got some tarragon here, and I'm just running my hands along the stem ends, kind of against the leaves to get it off. And garlic, pearl onions, heavy whipping cream, chicken broth, white wine. And I'm going to make it with boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So I'm just smashing with the edge of a knife carefully the garlic cloves right out of the skin. I'm going to slice or dice that up any way you like. When a recipe calls for garlic, you use the amount of garlic that you like. So if you like more garlic, use more garlic. If you don't. So these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I've patted them dry because I want a nice sear on those. And I'm not digging for fat here, but I am taking off fat that I see visually that I don't like. But the fat will make the thighs more tender. So don't stress out too much about this. Just pull off the visual fat. And just going to salt and pepper these guys and get ready to throw them into a skillet. You can also use breast with this recipe. You'll just cook it for longer. You'll still sear it, but you'll only throw it in like the last couple minutes of the sauce. So this is a 12-inch skillet. It's non-stick. I find that very forgiving for chicken and seafood too. Anyway, 2 pounds will fit in this skillet really nice. That's usually about 8 thighs. That's butter and olive oil going in there. Sear this chicken until it's golden brown. That's usually about 3-4 minutes. Has a lot of fat in the pan, so sometimes that takes longer. So you can play around with it. If some pieces aren't brown, you can leave them over, flip them over. And then you'll flip it over and cook it on the other side for 3 to 4 minutes. Then remove it. You can put it back on that old chicken plate with the raw chicken juices because it's going back in, so it's not that important. Throw in the pearl onions and cook those for 3 to 4 minutes there until they're brown. You've lowered the heat now, so it's not like, hopefully not popping on you, but it's still hot. The garlic takes about 30 seconds to get fragrant. You don't want it to be brown or bitter or anything. The wine was thrown in, and you're going to simmer that until it's reduced by half, and that takes about 4 minutes as well. And you can see here that's reduced. It's thicker. There's not a lot of wine in there. And that's when we're going to go ahead and throw in the chicken broth and tarragon. I'm adding more broth than the recipe calls for. Follow the recipe. I'm going to throw it in with some angel hair pasta, so it's about half a cup more than the recipe calls for. Anyway, cover it. Cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes total, but flip it halfway through. But at the very end, you throw in the cream, you bring it to a boil, and you simmer it for, you're done. It takes less than a minute. Mix it all up, and that's it. So you can see here there's a lot of sauce. And this sauce is yellow and vibrant, and that has to do with the chicken bouillon that I used. I didn't sear the chicken very hard to make it into a brown sauce. I have more broth than normal, and also it's like this grass-fed butter and cream. So if you have a brown sauce, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. The brown sauce or the yellow sauce, it just depends on all these different factors. You can find this recipe at eatsimplefood.com.